Hello everyone, this is Money Mom. Welcome to the channel. Today I wanted to chat with you guys about my stressful Christmas as a child. I guess I was really a teenager, a young teen. Let's get started and talk about it. And a lot of this has to do with money, so it is related to frugality. I just feel like I really want to get it off my chest. Maybe I want to see if anyone else has had some similar experiences you may not have. Okay, in the 70s growing up, I remember Christmas being a fun time. I remember us living in a small, simple home, and we had a Christmas tree. I think we had a real Christmas tree many of the years, and we had homemade ornaments, okay? And I think we just gave to our family. I don't remember my mom and dad buying gifts for a bunch of different people. I don't remember that. I just kind of, I remember us just pretty much celebrating with our own family, and I really enjoyed it. Well then, starting in the late 70s, I was kind of, teenager and things like that, I noticed that Christmas started becoming more stressful. My dad would give my mom a certain amount of money to spend on Christmas. She always spent over that and he would end up giving her more. We did have family for dinners. I remember several things. Now my mom and dad worked together. We all helped out. But my mother, we started this thing where we had a themed tree. And every year we'd have different ornaments for that tree, so no more homemade ornaments. Well, it was expensive doing that. And then we had 2 Christmas trees, not just one. And then we gave Christmas gifts. And then my mom mailed out cards, and she wouldn't just mail out cards, she'd get embossed cards, so they were really beautiful. And we were sending out, I don't even know, I know it was over 100 cards. And then it was stressful because she'd say, well, I didn't get a card from so-and-so. And then she'd try to knock her list down every year. And so we'd put up these decorations, we'd have family, and all my mother ever did was talk about how much work the holidays were, how much work it was, and oh, she's exhausted and how much work it was. And it wasn't any fun at all because it wasn't a joyous time, it was how much work. And then after Christmas, the day after Christmas, she would say, I just want to get everything put up. I want to put all these decorations up. She would start putting everything away the day after Christmas. And I remember one year that we were having family come. She goes, oh my gosh, I didn't know that they were coming, stopping by after they got back from out of town. Now I got to make supper for them because they're stopping by. And now I don't have any gifts for them. And she was asking my sister and myself, do you guys have any gifts? Let's wrap up one of the gifts we gave you to give them because I don't have. It was just really, all it was stress. And my mother, this is the point I'm getting at. My mother felt like no matter what she did, it was never enough. I'm not sure why she felt that way. And she just wanted the most perfect meal, the most perfect decorations, and she wanted to give to everybody. And no matter how much she'd give, it just wasn't enough. And there was always somebody she would want to give to. And it was very stressful for my dad. Since my mom passed away, my dad and I don't exchange any gifts. Now, I do something nice for him just because I want to, but he never buys me any kind of Christmas gift, birthday gift. And one of my friends says, well, Dawn, that doesn't that upset you? I said, not at all. I said, if he wants to do something nice for me, he can. I'm glad there's no expectation. He doesn't have to buy me anything. I don't have to buy him anything, but I do something for him. So it really was, it didn't bring that much joy. And I kind of took some of those ways that I was raised by my mother into my marriage. And then I kind of felt like I kept overdoing it with the food and the gifts. And I just felt like it wasn't enough. No one told me I needed to do these things. Well, for the first time this year, I actually started cutting back. Every year I'd say, I'm going to cut back. My mother did the same thing. But I never acted on it. Have you ever said, well, you know what, I'm going to start doing this. Let's say it's anything, an exercise program, whatever it is. I'm going to start back on my budget. But then you never get to doing it. You just talk about it with no action behind the words. That's what I was doing every year. Well, this year I actually put action behind the words. And I sent out my Christmas card. I'm not going to be doing that anymore. I sent out a Christmas card and I wrote a really nice letter. And then at the end of the letter, I said, this will be my last year participating in mailing out Christmas cards. Here's my information. If anyone ever does want to, get in touch with me, and I wrote something really positive, like it's been wonderful catching up over the years. I didn't go into reasons why. I've actually told several people that I'm not exchanging anymore, and everyone was super nice about it. I was very gracious, but I'm actually cutting way back on a lot of things, and I feel like I'm going to have a more joyous and more peaceful holiday season because of that. This is something that I should have been doing. I kept talking about it, saying I was going to do it, but I never followed through. And I realized it was because of the way I was raised and because I took my mother's values and brought them into my own marriage and family. And it was my doing, my responsibility. My mother wanted to make everything nice, but it ended up stressing her out, tiring her out, and she wasn't getting any joy out of the season. Let me know if anything I talked about resonates with you at all. If it doesn't, I understand. I hope it's okay. I really like to become raw and vulnerable on the channel and share my heart with you. So I wanted to share this. You don't have to go all out. Celebrate anything you want in a budget-friendly manner that you can afford but still enjoy the season. That's all I have to say for now. I love you. I appreciate you. And I sure hope to see you on tomorrow morning's video. Bye-bye, everybody.